All right, there we go. We are live now. Matt disappeared again.
Oh, Matt.
Present yourself.
That's funny. Oh my gosh.
This is why I love this man.
I know, right? Isn't he awesome? Oh my god.
Hello, my little pretties.
You're silly. Oh my gosh.
Hey, Dave. Hey, Tampa. Cheryl. Hey, Archie.
Huh?
We got a silly one tonight. We got author Matt Converse.
Yay!
He is an erotic horror author, and I find that fascinating. So I have some questions for him. And everybody knows Tania, also another author. And Matt and Tania share the same publisher, I believe, right?
We do. We do. Yeah. I mean, he's in a different division than me, but we're in the same publishing house. Yeah.
Yeah.
A different imprint, that's what it's called.
Right, yeah, there's like 5 different imprints.
Yes.
Oh, give me a second. I'm going to send the link to Kim to one.
Oh, yeah. Man, you're so creative. Oh, my God. No wonder you are such a good author. Oh, my God. You're so funny. I love those hands.
Thank you.
That's creepy. You got a manicure for the show.
And by the way, these hands last week were my choker.
Ah, oh my God.
So I tore them back apart and made them gloves again.
That is so funny. Oh my God. And as usual, no one can guess my costume. I always go as a middle-aged housewife, and no one can ever guess my Halloween costume. I'm kidding. Oh boy. But yeah. Share. Oh my God. That's an awesome mask too. Where do you get this stuff? Or do you make it? Do you make your masks and stuff or no?
A lot of them I make, or I embellish the mask that I get.
Yeah, that's what I thought. I figured.
Like this one was a full mask, and I cut it here and made a little point here.
Ooh, I love it.
Then I added these little things sticking out that's hard to see on this.
Yeah, I know. Video camera, the webcam are
perfect.
I know.
It's okay.
That's so cute.
Okay, sorry. I was sending the link to Kim from Unjustified also. Yay. And Mr.Cher.
Yay.
Okay. We got this 14 watching. Okay, you guys, I'm going to show you my costume.
Oh, it's hilarious, you guys.
It's funny. So it's NK, of course, and my mask says delete everything.
Oh my God.
Delete it all. Delete everything. I was gonna say it wasn't me, but
you're terrible.
Yeah. I know. I am.
You know, you're awful. I think the poor woman is innocent. So yeah.
Well, I don't know. I mean, orange is not the new black for me, but it might be for her.
It might be.
It might be.
God. And like I was telling Matt that I'm dressed as a middle-aged housewife, so
yeah. You're too funny.
I know.
Yeah, Matt's mask is awesome. His gloves, everything. If he shows you up close, his shirt's got little skulls on it.
That's so funny.
He's always in costume.
I know. I love that. I love that persona because that's so cool as an author to have, a persona like that.
Yeah, Matt's like my best friend in my head.
Oh, I know, right? Wouldn't that be nice?
Oh, thanks.
Well, I knew him first.
Someone last week said they tuned in to see what I would wear, and I was like, oh my God, I feel like Lady Gaga.
Yeah. I like Lady Gaga. I'm not crazy about her. I mean, like, crazy, but
Hey,
I
Purple,
like her.
Jamie. Okay.
What happened?
Oh, I was just saying hey to the people in there. Mr.Cher's in there. He'll be up here. I think Robbie might show up. I don't know.
We gotta have Robbie.
Robbie got a kick out of what my costume is, and I showed it to Nessa before, too.
Yeah, that's funny. Oh my gosh. But if I blink out of here, like I said, I'm literally driving through cornfields, so
Okay.
if I get lost.
No, please don't get lost.
I won't get lost now. I've got GPS. Not that that always helps me. They think that GPS. Don't you feel embarrassed when you go past like where you're supposed to turn and you kind of want to turn around so GPS doesn't think you're crazy or stupid or something? Recalculating. They don't say that anymore. They just kind of make you look like an idiot by making all these beeps and stuff and making you turn around. Oh my God.
Thanks, Westman. And Jamie, thank you.
So I've been laying low on YouTube. I keep doing that, and I keep getting discouraged. But I'll be back. I want to do like 3 shows a week. And Matt will be welcome,
just get back into it before you plan all that. But yeah, definitely you should.
Yeah.
I'll turn my camera on. I promise. But I'm kind of doing something too.
Do we have a lot of people out there? I can't see how many.
I think there's like 14 or so, 15.
Come on, we gotta get 100.
I'm sure somebody's streaming about Watts or something.
Right.
Somebody should say like NKs. We just saw her in the jumpsuit.
Yeah, that's funny. We saw her. Yeah.
We saw her.
Oh my God! So Matt's books are like, one of your books is like really soaring, right, Matt? I mean, like totally.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's this one.
Window Watcher.
Which
one?
Oh, that's an awesome. You know what? Oh my God! I have not left you a review yet for that book. I'm such a bad friend. I've got to do that today. I'll do that tonight. Oh my God! I love it.
Thank you.
So scary. Oh my God.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Thank you for writing like you do. Oh my God.
I have to know how you got in the genre that you're in.
Well, it was a bit by accident in some ways, as far as the M&M, the M/M, the gay genre was. I was always just a horror writer at heart, but my first book was Behind the Velvet Curtain, and I had never even read an M&M book ever.
Wow.
when I got published in the genre, I was like, oh, okay, because the character was gay, and it's in San Francisco, and it's mainly he has a boyfriend, and suddenly I was in the genre, and I was so I just it was kind of just by accident of my first book, really. If I'm the Last Face You'll Ever See was my first book, that probably just would have been listed as horror.
Right.
That has one gay character in it, but the only romantic couple in it is a man and a woman. So I kind of fell into the category as far as that side of it. The horror part, that's always been a part of me. I've talked about that. I've watched, horror movies when I was young, and my mom kind of got me into Friday nights.
That's one of my questions for you. What's the first horror flick that you can recall seeing as a child? What's the first one or that stands out to you?
I'm not sure. Might have been like Creature from the Black Lagoon.
Yeah. That's
funny.
That's going back.
Yeah, because I think I saw some things like that before I ever saw Psycho or the Hitchcock. So probably was something like Creature from, or maybe Them. Do you remember that with the killing of the
Yeah.
giant? Yeah, it might have been Them, or it was an old movie. I know that because there were always they'd replay the old movies on Friday nights, and
Yes.
I used to love them. Everything
Me
was
too.
color then. That a lot of people were like, "Oh, I don't even watch black and white," and I was kind of the opposite. It's like that's all I like is the black and white movies.
Yeah,
they
I
were
like
the
black and white
best.
movies too. Yeah.
Yeah.
How old would you say you were when you first got into watching it as a kid?
Probably 6 or 7.
Yeah, I'd say the same.
Yep.
I was
Me too.
like 5 or 6.
Yeah.
Yeah. What
Something
about you,
like
Tanya?
Yeah,
First
weird.
horror movie that stands out to you, Tanya?
Oh my God. It was probably like a Vincent Price black and white movie. And I don't know which one, but I know that when I was really little, just like Matt, his mom let him and actually encouraged him to watch. I think I'm speaking correctly, Matt, that, my mother and I would watch these old horror films, I think on Friday nights when they play the old black and white movies. Yeah. And when I was really little, like 5, 4, whatever. Yeah. Just like, so I was doing it when I was really little.
Mexi sent the raid over. Thanks, Mexi.
What did he do?
Oh, he sent from his stream over here. Him and Robbie and yeah.
I love Mexi and Robbie and all those
And
guys.
if you guys have any questions for Tanya or Matt, go ahead and put them in the comments and we'll get to them. So mine, the one that stands out to me, wasn't actually as a kid. As a kid, I remember seeing the original Texas Chainsaw Massacre. The 80s one.
Yeah.
But I was just super fascinated with it. But the first one that really actually gave me nightmares, I think I was 13 and I watched Alfred Hitchcock's The Birds.
Yes.
And I was I couldn't believe I ended up with chickens and peacocks one day because I was definitely afraid of birds. I couldn't go near birds in the pet store. I'd have panic attacks and shit.
Oh
yeah,
my
it was
God, you poor
bad.
kid.
Even now, I wonder.
That actually could have been one of the first ones I seen too, because I think I saw The Birds before I ever saw Psycho or Vertigo or any of those other ones. I think The Birds was the first Hitchcock I saw, and I love it. Oh my God.
Yeah. Oh gosh, yeah, that was a good one. Hey everyone.
And I know Matt's stuff reminds me of Hitchcock a lot. Matt's work reminds me of Hitchcock, and I think that's intentional. That it's very, very similar. It has a very similar feeling to Hitchcock stuff.
That is like the ultimate compliment to me. Thank you.
Yeah. Of course. No, I really noticed that. That's really kind of cool that you you have an idol and you actually are able to emulate his style of work, and that's incredible.
Yeah, that was my other question, because I know we've talked about it on Tanya's, but there might be some people here that haven't heard of you or know you yet, but you are influenced by Alfred Hitchcock and Stephen King, right?
Right, yes. Mm-hmm. Yeah, I read Stephen King at a really young age and got into his books, and like I said, Alfred Hitchcock, I've watched I think almost every movie he's ever made now.
Wow. I think so too.
It was a while. Just the last couple of years, I started to watch some things I hadn't seen of his before. One of them was Marnie, which I couldn't believe I hadn't seen. And I was like, wow, how did I not see this movie? It's a real odd movie.
Yeah, what is that? I don't think I've ever seen that either.
You should check it out. It's strange. It's very disturbing. It's
really?
Yeah,
okay.
It's hard to describe, but it's Tippi Hedren from The Birds.
Yeah, I love her, yeah.
And she just plays this very bizarre, messed up character.
Okay, I'll look that up, yeah.
Yeah.
I bet you can find it anywhere.
It's very good, but it's different. It's odd, but not everybody likes it, but I like it quite a bit.
Oh yeah, I like those weird things too, Matt. Yeah,
Mhm.
definitely. Things that people don't get or understand. I love that.
Right. Yeah.
Okay. Now I have a fun question. More for fun for like me and Tanya. But if you had to stay the night in the most haunted place, whatever that may be for you personally. Actually, what is that for you? Most haunted place for you that you like to stay the night in?
What is that? What are you saying?
The haunted place. Like your favorite haunted, like the Amityville Horror House. Like, so my question would be if you had to stay in a haunted house, like a real haunted house, 2 people you would bring dead or alive, and what is
Ooh.
that haunted place for you?
Ooh.
Well, it'd have to be not the Bates Hotel, but the house where Norman lived.
Ooh.
So it would be the Bates house, even though that's not really a haunted house. It would definitely be that house, and I'd bring, oh my gosh. I might want to bring my mom because
Yeah.
one of her, all of this never would have happened. So maybe my mom and who else? Someone who really, maybe my little brother Jack, because he likes horror a lot. So
That's cute.
might be 2 people from my family.
Very cool.
I thought for sure Lady Gaga would be in there.
Well, if I
yeah,
could,
she can go. Come on.
Okay, I'll give you 3. I'll give you 3.
Yeah.
Gaga is in for sure. Then I was just thinking of people I know, not like anyone in the world I could pick. So if you open it up to that, and you said living or dead,
Yeah. Yep.
okay, I change everything. Lady Gaga
Okay.
and Alfred Hitchcock.
Wait, did you say Alfred Hitchcock?
Alfred Hitchcock, that would be it.
Oh, yeah.
For sure.
Yes.
Yeah. When he's younger, so he can like run.
Yes.
Well, maybe not necessarily. We might find him a little slow because you don't want to be the slowest one in a killer.
That's true. There you go. That's true. That's
Someone said I feel like bringing dead people to a haunted house wouldn't help much.
I know, right?
Oh, there's my man. I love it.
Oh, right, cool. It's that.
Oh my God, that's great.
I love you, babe.
I love you too, honey.
It's so
Aww.
cute. There, yeah, Tanya's melting.
Tanya's missing one.
Thanks, Robbie. Robbie, get up here.
Robbie, we need
Come on, Robbie.
And
love
sorry, I
Robbie.
haven't said hi to everyone individually, but because we've been talking. But hello, everybody. And Mexi and Robbie, thanks for the raid. I love you guys. Babe, do you have any questions?
No, can't say that I do.
Okay.
Do you read horror, Mr.Cher?
What's that?
Do you read horror stuff? Read horror books?
I can't read.
Oh, okay, I figure. Well, his ear read them to you. How about that?
Unless there's pictures and some pop-ups and stuff, yeah.
You're terrible. Oh, boy.
Okay. Matt, have you had any paranormal experiences? I know we touched on this a little bit on Tanya's, but there's new people in here.
It's okay. I'll talk about it again because it's kind of odd. It's I've only told a few people about this, but I wouldn't exactly. I'm not sure it's paranormal because when I go to bed at night, a lot of times I lay there. I lay on my back, right over there, and it's totally dark. And I call on the spirit world, and I always say kind of the same thing, like, if you're a bad spirit, go away. I don't want you. Like, but if you're a good spirit, you are welcome here. And sometimes I see these little white little dots or something floating around, and they move and stuff, and I just don't know if it's my eyes playing tricks on me, but it seems like there's something there. I've never actually saw a ghost as far as like in the form of a person or anything like that.
That is odd. A lot of people who are really into horror and who write or who do whatever with horror don't actually have any supernatural experiences. That's kind of strange, but I've noticed that happens. But people who are really interested in the subject don't really have the experiences. I don't know. I mean, real big, like seeing a ghost type thing.
Right.
I have.
Oh, tell about yours, Robbie, and welcome. Thank you, Robbie.
Yeah, I didn't want to be rude because I'm having a lazy day, but I'm trying to keep my pores out from yesterday.
There we go, Robbie. I know I like kind of stole your idea that you had.
I love the costume. It's fantastic.
Okay.
No, I mean, I've seen so many ghosts when I was a kid, and even in my early 20s, but one that I remember really clearly, this one I actually felt, but there was, I woke up to a woman putting a damp cloth on my head like I was sick, and she was like taking care of me, and she'd go to the back of the room, and there was another woman holding a bowl of like warm water, and she'd dip it in that, and she'd come, and I had to have been, I think, in 3rd grade. So once I realized a couple of times after she went back and forth in the room that, you know, the lights were off and they're not supposed to be in my house, but they literally, you know how you see ghosts glowing on TV? They were glowing, but not like a light glowing. It was, I can't really explain how I could still see her, but it was dark. And when I realized that, I started screaming, and my dad ran up to my room. But while he was running up, I looked over at the doorway. And this is going to sound crazy, but there was a mummy literally wrapped in cloth in my doorway. And my dad turned the light on and everyone disappeared. Yes.
Oh my God.
Yeesh.
A
But
mummy.
my forehead was wet and everything from her putting the cloth on it. It was insane.
Oh my. Were you sick? Did you have a fever, I wonder? Or, I mean.
No.
Right.
No.
Wow, that's crazy.
That is crazy.
But hi, Matt, by the way, and hi, Mr.Cher.
Hey, buddy.
Yes. Matt, this is Dave Robbie, one of my friends, Mr.Cher, my boyfriend. You already know Tania.
Hey.
And it's me, just Tanya.
I love Tanya.
Tanya, what
Hey.
about
I love you.
experiences for you, paranormal? I know you've seen fairies.
Oh yeah,
She's
I
seeing
saw
one right
fairies.
now.
Right. A couple maybe. But no, I saw the fairy when I was like 5, and I've got too many to tell, but you know, my daughter saw my grandmother in the living room, and when she was 17 months old, you know, then I saw a boy. I was a realtor, and I went to the office at like 3:00 in the morning to write up a contract or something stupid like that, and there was like a little boy like in the lobby of the bank building where my office was, and he had on, like, do you remember like in the 70s, those of you who are old like me, like kids would wear these shiny like, not jackets, kind of like a letterman's jacket, but they were shiny, satiny, like whatever. And this little boy had on a shiny, satiny, like a Cubs jacket. And he was just like running through the lobby of the bank building. And I thought, okay, well, he's the housekeeper's, you know, her son or something. But I didn't even think that she probably goes home at like 9:00, not 3:00 in the morning. And so I just didn't pay attention. The next day I asked my girlfriend who worked in an office upstairs. It was weird. There was a little boy here last night, and I wonder if it was the maid's son. She's like, "Oh no, you've seen the ghost." And I was like, "What?" Right. And yeah, there was some little 7-year-old boy or whatever runs around that bank building, and I guess, you know, since the 70s, because the bank building was like built in the 50s. Yeah, so I see, and I've got so many others. I'd keep you here all night, but that was the most recent, I think.
Can you give me a brief summary of the fairy story? Because that's really cool.
Oh, yeah. Well, I'm like 5 years old, and my mom was babysitting my cousin who's a Major League umpire. I gotta plug my cousin real quick. Mark Carlson is my first cousin. He is umping the World Series for the 2nd time in his career. Yay. But anyway.
Very cool.
Yeah, my mom was babysitting my 2 cousins, Mark and Michael, and Michael was like 2 years older than me, and he would always lock me in closets and do terrible things to me and whatever. But He locked me in the hall closet, and I had figured out a way. My mom was like in the kitchen with the two little baby boys, Mark and my brother. And so I broke out of the hall closet and I ran into my parents' bedroom. And my mom did have, I don't know if she was doing linens or what, but the bed skirt wasn't on my parents' bed. And so you could see that metal thing that goes around in one of those old-fashioned bed frames. You know what I mean? Like way at the bottom of the box spring. Mm-hmm. And I saw what I thought was a Barbie doll, but to me, she looked like Snow White. Sorry, Robbie. But she, but she was dressed like Snow White, but the colors of her dress were off. Like the skirt was blue and her top was red, or something just a little bit different. But in my mind, I thought, oh, she looks like Snow White. She was a little bit smaller than a Barbie doll, and she was literally running around the railing under my parents' box spring. And she turned a corner, went around the mattress, and I tried to catch her, and she was gone. And then many years later, I read this book about fairies, like when I was 20, and it said that fairies like to appear in the tween places, like on top of a fence, running along a fence railing, or on a handrail, or I guess on the bed rail too. That would be a tween place for a fairy. And that was the first time I thought, oh my gosh, this girl that I saw, this little doll that I saw running, must have been a fairy, because it was kind of, sort of on a tween place or whatever. Yeah, I mean, as clear as a bell. I wasn't dreaming. I wasn't asleep. I was, 5 years old. So I have full memories of being like 3, So yeah, that's weird. But that was my fairy story.
I don't know, Tanya. I think maybe if it was dressed like Snow White, maybe you saw a demon instead.
I think so. Yeah. I'm sorry.
You're
right,
gonna have a problem with that too, Robbie.
And the poor girl break. Come on.
Snow White needs to get right with the Lord.
And actually, Mia, I don't know, Robbie, if you know Mia or watch Mia's channel. I think I seen you in there.
Mia? Oh, in the chat or?
No, her channel. I'll send you a link. But she has videos videos and pictures on her channel of the fairies like Tanya seen. And we've actually found them in pictures with Cece and Bella, like 50 different pictures.
Oh my gosh!
Now they look like fairies in the pictures by Cece and Bella from Chris.
Is Dave in here? Is he in the chat, Dave G? Because I think he showed us a bunch of pictures and he said that they were like the leaves or whatever. What are they called? Like the little thingies from dandelions or whatever.
In every single picture.
Yeah, I know, in every single.
Because they look like they're glowing, though.
I know.
So
and they're in the interior shot, even like a picture of Mrs. Rusek holding one of the baby girls, and it's inside of a hospital or inside of a living room or whatever, and there's still those little fairies on it. So that's
weird.
Creepy, really weird.
What do they they kind of represent, like angels, fairies, like, because I've never heard of real life fairies before, to be honest.
I didn't even
well, welcome to the crazy show.
Well, except for during gay pride and stuff like that. But
yeah.
I was going to say there's a lot of them here in San Francisco.
There's a lot in Denver too.
Right.
They're flying all over the place.
Yeah.
I guess.
No.
I love those gloves.
And you were talking about Lady Gaga. Go to a Lady Gaga concert. You'll see a lot of fairies there too.
Yeah,
I bet.
I've been one of those many fairies.
And some
I've
of them
never
are
been
just
to a
like
concert.
Snow White. No, I'm kidding.
No. I've been to
She's
4
so
Christina Aguilera concerts though. 4.
4.
Wow.
That's a super fan, Robbie. Next time she needs to bring you on stage.
Ooh.
Oh my god, I know.
And you should out-sing her.
No, that's
I
never
love
gonna
your
happen.
voice. Oh my god, I love your voice when you sing.
Start
Lord,
singing
thank you.
Britney. Start singing Britney.
You know who does a really good Britney Spears impression?
Who?
Christina Aguilera.
Yeah, she actually does. She really does. Yeah.
Yeah, she did it on Jimmy Fallon. Her voice, identical. She sang just like her.
Wow. I can't sing to save my life. I could not sing out of a paper bag. I can't sing at all. I can't.
I like to pretend I can, just
You
for
are
a hobby. It's
good.
fun.
Stop. You're really good.
Mama, I sent you the link in yours and mine and Tanya's group Facebook chat thing, if you want to come up here.
Well, I wanted to come up and say hi because I was having a lazy day and stuff, but I'm going to go finish listening to you guys in the bathtub and I'm going to go rinse all this off.
You've been busy. Thanks for coming up here.
Love you, Robbie.
Love you,
I love
Robbie.
you guys too.
Thanks
Love you,
for
and it's nice to Nice to meet you, Mr.Cher, like in person. I've been to your chats before, and nice to meet you, Matt.
Nice to meet you too, bud.
Aw.
Okay, I'll
Bye,
talk to you guys
Robbie.
later.
Bye.
Bye.
Okay, so I have a question for both of you authors. Start with Matt. Like, do you have any habits or anything to get you into writing? I know you like to listen to Lady Gaga, right?
Ooh.
Yeah, it depends on what I'm writing.
Okay.
When I'm writing my more fun parts of the book, and maybe they're, and I have 3 books about a stripper, then I'm listening to Lady Gaga. But as soon as like The Stalker appears, or in my books that are just sheer horror, I put on a soundtrack that's like background music, but it's like subtle horror music, basically. Creepy, ambient kind of music that I listen to. And I almost always write really late at night, into the morning, because I'm a night owl.
Yeah, you are a
Me
night
too.
owl.
Yeah, I'm a real night owl. I always have been.
What about you,
So am I,
Tanya?
Matt.
What do
That's
you
funny.
do?
I don't listen to music. I can't have any distractions in my ears or anything like that. Even music disturbs me. But I do write my best at 4:00 in the morning after I've been up all night. Absolutely. I'm dead of the night writer, and that's where I do my best stuff, and that's where I can cry and throw fits or whatever while my whole family's sleeping. But I don't have anything. I do coffee. That's it. Like lots of, and then at night I do tea. Yeah.
Me too. I drink coffee too.
Yes, me too.
Oh god,
Totally.
I want to be around you, Matt, when you drink a bunch of coffee or like a Red Bull or something.
Oh yeah.
I drink it's funny, and what I drink is like dark French roast, and I make it so
Ooh.
strong, almost like espresso, but not quite. But then I put a couple of sugars in it because I don't like it's too bitter.
I do too. Yep.
So yeah,
Me too.
and I'll have coffee, and I'll go to bed like 10 minutes later and fall right to sleep. I'm weird that way. Like coffee doesn't keep me awake late at night at all.
Yep.
But it's just kind of a
Sure
ritual.
drinks coffee at bedtime, but it's decaf.
No, decaf.
Oh no. And then I have to take Ambien to sleep. So. Oh god.
Hey, Shan. Oh,
But
Shan, I'm saying.
What happened?
I think I'm gonna have to bow out, guys. I think I'm losing signal out here. So I love you guys, gentlemen. Here.
Love you, Tanya.
Bye, Tanya.
Love you guys. Have a good night.
Bye, Tanya.
Good luck, guys. Bye. Thank you, Sharon.
Bye.
Yeah. Do I keep freezing? Because it started snowing bad here.
It just got quiet. I don't know what
It did, I know. I was like, did the sound go out, or is it just an awkward lull?
No, I was trying to send Shan the link, but I just saw Mama Kim say corpse. That's all I saw. Sorry. Okay, what about what helps you when you get writer's block? Matt?
Really, for me, it is. I have a little note right next to my PC because I write on my PC. And I just have a note that says, write, even if it's just one sentence. And that kind of is what inspires me to write when I have writer's block. I just pull the document up. Sometimes I can't do it. I just have that weird thing where there's no reason, but I just can't seem to write. But usually what gets me unblocked is just the practice of pulling up the document and saying, just write one sentence. And that's what I do. And usually, once I write one sentence, I just keep writing.
Yeah.
But when I really have writer's, I don't even know if it's writer's block. It's just this weird thing where like I feel like stuck where I just can't write for no particular reason. There's nothing really behind it. I'm not depressed. There's nothing bad going on. I just like kind of can't. And then all of a sudden I'll start, and usually I go on a roll. That's what happens. I'll write, and then I start writing a lot. So there's no special remedy other than my little trick of trying to write one sentence, and usually that gets me going.
I like that. Okay, right away I'll ask you best advice that you would give somebody that's like an up and coming author in your genre specifically.
Oh,
I got you.
Was that for me?
Yeah, you're the only
Oh,
author.
okay. Sorry, I was like,
Yeah, I'm not an author.
Tania left. Yeah.
The advice I give in my genre, I'd say the same advice for any genre would be just keep writing. And if you're not published and you're trying to get a publisher and an agent, just keep submitting. And the stories you hear, like from Stephen King with Carrie, it was turned down by 20 publishers.
Right.
And he threw it in the trash. And his wife dug it out of the trash and said, I'm going to send it to a couple more places, and one of them liked it. And that's how Stephen King got started. And mine is similar. I was turned down probably at least 20 times. And it was actually a version of I'm the Last Face You'll Ever See, which is now my best-selling book. And it was called The Back Staircase at the time. And it got rejected a lot. And it turned out to be a good thing because I ended up rewriting it and turning a little novella into a novel. But what I ended up getting published was Behind the Velvet Curtain, which was about a stripper, a gay stripper who ends up having a stalker. And my mom, of all people, who doesn't like to talk about sex, or she skips over the sex scene, she's the one who actually put it in my head and said, a little sex in there. That, will probably help. And
Sex
I think
sells.
Right, sex sells, and that's kind of was my little phrase from Behind the Velvet Curtain. That was my hook phrase. Sex sells, what it attracts can be deadly. And it fit in with the book really well because he was kind of a scrawny kid growing up, like me. Wasn't popular in school, like me. And then all of a sudden he's in San Francisco. He's extremely popular all of a sudden as a stripper. And he's getting everything he ever wanted. And then one of his fans turns stalker and becomes obsessed with him and decides if he can't have him, nobody will, and blocked his little scheme to do away with me.
Oh.
I forgot what the question was.
Well, I was just listening to you.
Okay.
What was your first book that you wrote?
Behind the Velvet Curtain.
Behind the Velvet Curtain.
Yeah, and it's now a 3-book series. And that was the only one that was by the publisher Comet Press, which is now known as Red Room Press. And they're just a horror publisher. And they didn't have any gay books at all until they published mine. And then that led to this. the sequel, the prequel, actually, Strip Shop, which they turned down because they didn't like it as well as Behind the Velvet Curtain because it didn't have the stalker in it. And so I sent it to Encompass Inc., and that's who's published my last 6 books. And this was the last one.
I was looking at that one today.
Obsexsion, and that's the
And
last.
you know I want Leatherhead. That's on my...
Ooh, what spell? Oh, okay.
I'm getting that one.
Nothing important. Oh yeah, Leatherhead. I love the cover.
Yeah, that's what I'll be reading on the plane to go see Mr.
Yeah, it's
Cher.
real. It's the shortest book I have. It's a novelette, actually. It's not even a novella, so it goes really. It's really a quick read. But I was almost afraid to send that to Sarah when I wrote it because it's so dark and twisted, and I thought, especially there's this one scene. There's one thing that happens in it that's really messed up, and I thought when I sent it to her that I was going to get an email back saying, "Okay, no, this is too much. you can't publish this." But she loved it, and so that kind of set me free as far as that goes. And after that, I just thought, just write what you like to write, and either people will like it or they won't. So.
That kind of got me thinking, do you ever find yourself kind of holding yourself back, not going too dark or too evil? Like,
No.
Do you ever think something up, say, oh, geez, I can't go there?
My most recent release was the closest I've come to that. And that was the prequel to Leatherhead, which is Where Evil Begins. And that has something in it that's from his childhood that's really disturbing. And this is the cover for that one. It's really disturbing from his childhood. And I almost thought, can I actually put this in a book? I don't want to say exactly what it is, but it's really bad, something that happened in his childhood. But it just came to me. I was sitting around one day after Leatherhead, and I thought I was planning on writing a sequel. I ended up doing a prequel because this idea came to me. I'm like, why is he so evil? Why is he doing all this? And all of a sudden it came to me, why? And it was so clear, and I was like, oh my God. And I just started writing it. And then when I was done, I looked at it and I was like, oh my God, this is really dark. This is the darkest thing I've ever written. It's going to trigger some people that they can't read it. And I did have one reader say she couldn't finish it. But most people love it. And I don't think that's probably the only time I questioned it a little bit, because once Leatherhead was published, I kind of freed me up to say, okay, you can be as dark as you want to be. But
when you're writing dark like that, does it take over you real life for days? You know how some actors, they become what they are, they'll even become alcoholics just to do the part good. Are you in this dark cloud every day, all day through your life when you're writing that?
No. Once I get up from my PC and stuff, it kind of leaves me. But while I'm writing it, a lot of times I'll pull back away from the PC and just be freaked out myself. And just be like, oh, wow, that's really messed up. And there's some of that in I'm the Last Face You'll Ever See, too. There's some things he does to his victims that really are very disturbing. And it freaks me out at the time, but once I'm done writing, I kind of can leave it behind me and just go on with my curriculum.
Oh, snap. Thanks, Robbie. Thanks to Mama Kim for that help, too.
Mm-hmm.
And Robbie and Mexi. Oh, Pops was the 1,000. Thanks, Pops. I had another darker question for you, and now I don't remember it because that distracted me.
Squirrel.
Yeah. Do you guys have any questions for Matt? I can't see. I'm just looking in the chat to see if I missed any. What would you do if you found out Lady Gaga read one of your books, by the way? Like if she sent a photo. Yeah.
I'd freak out.
You should like send her one.
Well, actually, it would depend which one she read, because in the 3-book series about the stripper, she's mentioned in it quite a bit, because he strips only to Lady Gaga songs.
You guys, everybody like send this to social media to Lady Gaga. Matt wrote about you.
So
you have
cool.
to read it. And if someone put Matt's Amazon in the link in the chat, please. And then you guys can put your own channel links in the chat too. Do you have more questions, babe?
Do you ever think you'll hit a point where you'll stop writing?
No, I don't foresee that, but I guess you never know. But I have so many works in progress. It's crazy. I have, like, if I name, like, I'm working on one called 99 Days. That is a sci-fi. I'm working on the sequel to Leatherhead, which might be called Leatherhead Lives. That's kind of an old 50s horror movie vibe title. I have one called The Doll Lady. I have one called They Only Come Out at Night. The Whisperer, which came from, or The Whistler. I'm sorry, The Whistler, which is came from something that happened to me where I was sitting. I think I was working on Where Evil Begins, and I had the screen in my front window, and I hear this really creepy whistling. And I was like, is that creeping me out because it's some tune from a horror movie that I know that I associate it with? And it was just, I can't even describe how creepy the whistling was. It was a guy, and he was like, I can't whistle, so I can't imitate it. But it freaked me out. I didn't even want to go to the window to see who it was or where it was. But eventually it started to fade as the person like walked away. But that actually started me writing this book about a killer who would whistle. And the premise was that you really don't see him and stuff, but once you hear the whistling, it was probably too late.
That's very cool.
To get back to the question of, I don't foresee myself ever quitting writing. I have so many ideas and things that I want to write. I feel like I'll just keep going. You never know, though. But I don't see it.
Because you still love it.
Yeah, I do, and I'm always happier on the days that I write. And
there you go.
I said that.
How many books do you have total?
7.
7.
Yeah, but only one of them, I'm the Last Face You'll Ever See, is a novel. They're almost all novellas. So, like for instance, the Stripper series. It's 3 novellas, but if you put them all together, they would make a novel. So it's not quite as much as you would think it would be. So, yeah, I think I still have a lot to come.
Ooh.
I'm working on the final touches in my latest one right now, which Sarah, for the first time ever, said, like, I don't want this to slip through my fingers, and sent me the contract before she even read it.
Ooh, that
Yeah.
was real good.
Yeah, that's the first time she ever did that. And I was like, oh, that's cool. But then once it happened, it was like, oh, okay, now I have a deadline.
Right, I was just going to say, so it's a lot more pressure for you then.
Yeah, it is.
It's harder for you to write.
Yeah, right. But it's just about done. I'm really just tinkering with it at this point. I've gone over it once, and I'm going back and reading it over. And usually when I edit, though, I ended up adding things.
Do you have any of your books that you have thought if it went to, like if it went to be a movie, have you thought of who you'd want to play? Have you ever given any of your books those thoughts?
Yeah, I have.
Okay, gotta hear it.
I don't really, like, I've always thought that I'm the last face you'll ever see should be a movie. I wrote it. It's the only book that I ever wrote that I knew there was going to be a sequel to it.
Okay.
And, right now, the working title for that is 94 Dead Bodies. And there's a reason for that title. But anyway, I'm sorry, what was the question again? I'm so sorry.
Who you would have play if your book became a movie.
Right. Oh, yeah, right. That's a tough one. I've thought about it, but I've never really come up with anybody concrete that, because I feel like, who could play that? Like the couple, the man and woman, the main couple in it, I haven't given them quite as much thought as I did the other main character in it named Sean. I really don't know. I have thought about it, but I can never really. In my stripper series, I thought Matt. What's his name? He was actually in Magic Mike. Matt Bomer.
Okay.
Yeah, I think Matt Bomer would be good in the stripper series as the lead. I think he'd be perfect. He would fit.
You got a question from Gypsy Moon Mystic. Do you feel that your supernatural abilities have heightened your writing? Is it more like automatic writing for you then?
Well, I don't think I have supernatural abilities, although there are times, like when I was talking about where evil begins, where sometimes it does feel that way a little bit, where an idea comes to you and it's so crystal clear as to, like, I was thinking, why is Leatherhead so evil? And it just popped into my mind what happened to him when he was a kid that made him like this. Sometimes it feels a little bit like that, where you just start writing. And it almost does feel automatic sometimes, but I never really look at it that way when I'm doing it. Sometimes when I reflect back on it, it seems that way. But I don't think it's any supernatural or anything. I think I've always liked horror, and I always had a pretty vivid imagination. I have a lot of very interesting dreams, and I've incorporated quite a lot of them into my books. Because when I have a nightmare, I usually think, where could I use this?
Yeah, that's kind of cool though.
Yeah.
Have you ever been to, like, I know you love Stephen King. Have you been to the hotel?
The hotel?
Did you say on Tanya's? Did you go? Didn't you say you were? Where did you say? You said you went somewhere, right? Did you go to Stephen King's somewhere?
No, I don't.
Okay. Maybe that was somebody else. I could have swore it was you, though, on Tanya's. Oh, here we go. Mr. Unjustified says, what's your favorite book by Stephen King?
I think it's still Carrie. I loved Caring. I mean, it's one of the first books of his I ever read, but I still think that it's my favorite. I like the movie too. Not the recent remake, but the original one. Trying to think what else. The Stand was so long, but it was a good book. And a lot of his recent things, honestly, I haven't read. I haven't read anything recent from him. It's been a while. What I really want to read now is Psycho by Robert Bloch. I still haven't read that, and since I'm the Last Space Show Overseas, a nod to Psycho.
I am shocked you haven't read that, by the way. Wow.
I know. Everyone assumes that I've read it, and I haven't.
Yeah.
Like, I keep saying I'm going to, and I keep putting it off, so I really need to do that and read it. That kind of led me to research, that Ed Gein, who was the killer behind that, and Texas Chainsaw Massacre, Silence of the Lambs. All those were based on Ed Gein. I don't know if you've ever Googled him, but you do. Be prepared, because he was one twisted man. Oh my God. The things they found in his apartment was just crazy. Like, lampshades made of like human skin.
Yes, that's what I meant.
All those, just crazy. But someone gave me an idea, and I think it was when I was on with Tania. Someone gave me an idea about writing a serial killer who's has multiple personalities, and he starts assuming the personalities of all these different serial killers.
Yes. Yeah, that was on Tanya's. Oh my God, that would be amazing.
I like noted that down, and I was like, I really like that idea. I was like, that would really be cool. And that way, it would kind of confuse the people following the murders too, because one murder would be done one way, maybe like Jack the Ripper would do it, and one would be another way, and then eventually, you'd guess that they kind of figure it out. Like,
you could make it a female one, and you could call her actually Nicole Kessinger, because she's changed her name now, and so Nicole Kessinger is up for grabs. Just saying.
I have a short story with a female serial killer.
Just give her a weird giggle.
Yeah, I have a short story with a female serial killer. Hasn't been published yet. I actually want to put it in an anthology with like 4 different short stories I have. That's called Darlene, and it's kind of a nod to what do you call it? The one with the axe, Lizzie Borden. Yeah, it's a little bit of a nod to Lizzie Borden, just a girl with an axe. And but I have these other short stories. One's called Attack Cat, one's called Boodoodler, and the other one is They Come, which is a nod to the birds. And I want to publish those together in an anthology at some point. Stevenson is amazing.
Do you guys have any more questions for Matt? Creepy ass laugh. Yeah, you should give her a creepy laugh. Babe, do you have any more questions?
No, can't think of any.
And it was actually one of those books.
I think someone had asked a while back if you ever thought you would or had thought about writing in a different genre.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, I've already ventured over to sci-fi with 99 Days. I've written about 11,000 words of that so far. It's probably going to be a novella. And I have another one called Insected that is also sci-fi. So it's looking like sci-fi is the other genre I've been kind of gearing towards, but I haven't had anything published with that yet. And you know, horror and sci-fi sometimes kind of cross over too.
Yeah, because I was curious if you would ever do like actual like true crime.
You've asked me that before, and I've been thinking about it now. I never really considered it before until Tania brought it up, and actually, I would. I'd probably choose Ed Gein if I was going to do it because I'm so.
That'd be perfect for you.
And just he was so horrific with what he did. It was crazy. Almost every other serial killer kind of pales in comparison to him. He was just crazy with what he was doing, and what they found in his apartment was just.
Yeah, that'd be so perfect for you. Like nipple belts and lampshades of faces and stuff. That's
right. Yeah,
I could see that. I think what's his name? Zach Bagans just bought. You guys know that's not really like something from Texas, right? I've actually talked to people that are shocked that actually have been more like closer to me in Plainfield, Wisconsin. We should go there. Let's go hunt Plainfield, Wisconsin. You know, they buried some of his victims actually in their family. The family owned the cemetery, and the victims, some of them are buried in the Gaines Cemetery. Ain't that messed up?
Yeah.
Wow. That's crazy, right?
That is, yeah.
I mean, it's kind of messed up.
Yeah, it is. Wow. Kind
Hey,
of fits.
Haggis. Thanks, Haggis. Oh, I don't know why I highlighted that. That was an accident. That's getting a good one. Oh my god, scary skin lampshades. Yeah, and nipple belts.
And
Lizzie Borden never gets old. That is still. I hate calling these stories like a great story or like saying it's a great case because it's kind of morbid to say that, but you know what I mean.
Yeah, that's how I feel when I talk about Ed Gein like that. Like, oh, he's in a category above everybody else. It's like, I know it's in a horrible way, but I know what you mean.
Do not watch Kellyanne. Haggis probably said to watch Centipede. Don't watch it.
Yeah, if you miss that one, you're better off.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, that's what I was saying. Unjustified. Yeah, that's what I was saying earlier. That all those movies are based on that gun.
Okay. Do you guys have questions for Matt? Blair Witch Cave is pretty close to me. Yeah, that imagine Blair Witch was like the worst horror movies, I think. Did you like those movies, Matt? Blair Witch?
That
was just too.
Yeah, I didn't really like it. I've hardly liked any horror movies in a long. I just feel like most of them aren't very good anymore. I watched Annabelle and I thought it was terrible. I thought the trailer was really good, and I thought, oh, this was creepy, and okay, it's another killer doll, but let's see what they do with it. And then I saw the whole movie, and I was really disappointed. I was like, oh, I saw all the good parts in the trailer. I just don't like. That's what I like about Hitchcock and his movies so well. Is he got it that it was about building the suspense. That's what makes it scary. It's and that's what a lot of the current movies lack.
Yeah.
Did you say you liked Blair Witch, babe?
I like the concept. and the originality aspect of it. But yeah,
I like
the movie
that one.
itself was terrible.
Right. I totally agree with what you said. Yeah, the concept and it was original. I definitely give them points for that.
That's why I actually really like. Well, Saw isn't really a horror; it's more of just a gore movie. But that's why I really like Saw, the first one. After that, it was just kind of a downhill spiral. But because that was totally original too.
Yeah, most horror movies, the sequels.
Mm-hmm.
Although I thought A Nightmare on Elm Street, I think it was 3, wasn't bad. Like 1 was, I thought was entertaining, 2 was terrible, and then 3 was not bad.
I can't remember if it was 3. I can't remember how many there were, but there was one that it was very different than the other ones. I can't remember which one it was. Maybe it was 3. But one of them was really different than the other ones, and it was really good. I really liked that one.
Yeah, it might have been 3. Yeah.
Could have been.
Megan J. I seldom have much structure. I usually just start writing. With one book, I don't even remember which one it is now. There was one book I had where I actually did an outline. But every other thing, almost every book I've ever written, I just start writing.
Yeah, that was one of my questions, Megan J. Because we know Tania actually just said the other day, which I thought it was kind of interesting. She always has the ending in mind first, and then writes the rest of the story with. She already has her ending.
That's how some of them are for me. Like Where Evil Begins was definitely that because I got the idea of why he was so evil, and I knew that was going to be the ending of that one. But the one I'm currently writing, which is doesn't sound like it would be horror, but it actually there is some horror in it. It's called America's Next Top Stripper, and it kind of goes along with the other stripper series. But that was the first time that I've ever written a book where I did not know the ending. I just kept writing, and I kept telling people, like, I don't know what the ending is. I don't know what's going to happen here. It was kind of interesting. And then as I got further along in the book, eventually I figured out how it was going to end. But yeah, a lot of times I'll write the beginning, and then I'll skip and write the ending. And then I just start filling everything else in.
No, Megan, it wasn't asked already, but I remember Tania had brought it up the other day, so it was a good question.
Yeah.
The Grudge. Wait, what's the one where she crawls out of the TV?
It's
I don't
The
like
Ring.
that one. The Ring. Oh, that one kind of creeped me out. Jeepers Creepers. Okay. Jeepers Creepers is a great movie, and my children love it. So my kids started watching Chucky at 5 years old. They got into my movies and they watched it, and they loved it. So my daughter was like 6 years old, and she started sleeping with a life-size Bride of Chucky doll. She could not go anywhere without this doll that was bigger than she was. And you guys, I was frowned upon when I told people, because I was looking all over the stores because she talked. It was an expensive doll, and I was like on the hunt for months for this damn doll for a 6-year-old and explaining that to people. Like they were looking at me like I was the world's worst mother. Like, you're buying this for your 6-year-old? What the hell's wrong with you?
Yeah,
Someone stole it.
It was good, I thought. That was a
I
recent
think all
movie.
the Chucky movies are great. Yeah. Someplace before. Any more questions for Matt or even for Mr.Cher? I'm not even gonna. Babe, how do you say that name? You say it.
Freudian slip.
Okay.
Hi, Freudian.
Brady Bunch. I used to be obsessed with watching the Brady Bunch. Thank you, Megan J. You don't have a YouTube channel, do you, Matt?
Actually, I just kind of, my brother, I'm very bad at that kind of stuff, and I just started one, but I haven't really done much with it. He made a trailer for my book, I'm the Last Face You'll Ever See, which is really good. I really like it. And so I actually do officially have a YouTube channel, but I just haven't done much. Yeah, I haven't done really anything with it other than.
You have to. You would. Yeah,
I know.
you're perfect for it.
I want to start doing it, but I'm so bad with tech stuff. I have to get my butt here and get better at that kind of stuff so I can do it myself.
It is hell's a cold here, Pops. Hell's a cold.
Oh, thanks, Megan.
Unjustified wants to know, what is your best-selling book?
Well, it used to be quite a battle until I landed that promo with BookBub, and I beat my highest ranking by thousands of places with my only full-length novel, by far my best-selling book. It was #1 in LGBT Horror, even though it's really just a horror novel, for quite a while, and it's spent still in the top 20 as we speak in its category. It's been going on for like a month now, and the funny thing is the book came out in January, and it did pretty good then, and it kept going up until the summer, and then it really started to dip a little bit, and that's when I landed that BookBub promo spot, and everything they've ever said about that place is absolutely true, because it's not, even though you have to drop your book to 99 cents, the ebook, it sells so many copies in like 1 or 2 days. But the really best part of it is then it goes back to its regular price, which for the ebook is $3.99, the paperback is $9.99, but it keeps selling. It kind of gets this buzz going. It gets on some kind of algorithm at Amazon, and it just keeps going after that. It kind of changed the whole trajectory of the book. So I think before that happened, it was Window Watcher.
Yeah.
So it's actually my 2 nods to Hitchcock. This is a nod to Rear Window. The other one's a nod to Psycho. So my only 2 books that are nods to my idol, Hitchcock, are my 2 best-selling books. It's kind of cool.
Justified says, she'll have to check it out. Is all your books mixed with erotic? Because LOL, it's just not me. Just being honest, but I do love a good horror book.
No, I'm the Last Face You'll Ever See is not erotic. It's a straight up horror novel. And Window Watcher isn't erotic either, although it has a little voyeurism in it. It's really just a tease, and I wanted to keep it true to Rear Window with, back then they really, any sex scene was like fade to black. So that's what I did in that book. So those 2 are not, there's nothing erotic about either one of those books. Where Evil Begins and Leatherhead, there's erotic elements in those 2 for sure. And then the stripper book, of course, there is. But if you're looking for something that does not have that, this is the one. I'm the Last Face You'll Ever See. It's just a straight up horror novel.
I'm not sure, Cowboy. People have not been buying costumes around here, but I'm still taking my kids out because I want candy. So I'm not sure. I guess It all depends on the state, I guess. I don't know.
Yeah, I think here in California, I think it's kind of not happening at all.
Yeah,
Maybe.
Mama, he's on Amazon. I think there's a link somewhere in the chat. Megan J threw it in there. Yep, I see it.
Yes, all my books are on Amazon. So if you just go in Amazon, if you just put in Matt Converse, it'll pull up all my books. Oh, thank you, Megan. I appreciate it. Thanks.
I also have it in the description here for this live too. So,
cool.
And when you're ready, Matt, you just send me and Tanya your YouTube link. You know we'll get that shit out for you.
Oh, okay. Cool. Thank you.
Any more questions for Matt before we go? I've got to put kiddos to bed for school in the morning pretty soon. Loved Hitchcock's Rebecca the Old One.
Oh yeah. Actually, Rebecca is one of the ones I'm considering doing another nod to, because after the success of I'm the Last Face You'll Ever See and Window Watcher, I thought, oh, maybe I should do a third and make a kind of an unofficial trilogy of nods to Hitchcock. And I was considering Rebecca. I loved Mrs. Danvers. Oh my God, she was so creepy. Vertigo, Rope. What was the other? There's another one. Strangers on the Train.
Ooh, Strangers on the Train.
Yeah,
Ooh, Cecilia. Look at, you would like this. Some people are asking, Matt, if you have are your books on audiobooks?
No, they're not. That hasn't happened yet. Maybe someday, but as of yet, not.
Gotta work that brain and read, people. We have to read. I know you're super busy, Cecilia. Thanks for being here. We got to get you back on again. You and Taylor.
Oh, yeah. I'd love to have you guys on mine.
Yeah, we want to plan a show on Mr.Cher's channel with you and Taylor and me and Mr.Cher.
Yeah, couples night.
What?
Couples night.
Yeah, couples night. Live streaming couples night.
Mm-hmm.
Gypsy Moon Mystic, thank you, Matt, for sharing tonight. Thank you, Mr. Cher, for hosting. Yeah, thanks for doing this, Matt. You know, I've been trying to practice with interviewing and stuff.
I like doing this, and I think it's really fun.
I was super excited when I met you on Tanya's finally. I know you've been on Tanya's a couple, and I was always bummed out because I was always doing something when you're on there, so I was excited to finally catch you. Fabian, who's the face? Oh, Fabio, like the long blonde-haired dude who like broke his nose with a bird or something.
Oh right, yes.
There's Alfred Hitchcock.
A roller coaster and a bird.
Yeah. Yeah.
That was crazy.
Oh, well, he doesn't get a choice. Taylor doesn't like the idea of being called Mr. Cecilia.
It doesn't have the same ring as Mr. Cher, I'll give you that.
That's too damn bad. Fabio, yeah, it was Fabio. Mr. Cher, make sure you have yours when I'm not at work. Cher sent me a link for hers one tonight, but I can't do it and drive. Oh, yeah.
Yeah, it's every Monday night.
Oh, you're going to go on panel? Yes, you have to, Pops. Yes, Mama Kim does have a soothing voice. You guys, can someone put Cecilia's channel, please, in there? And, Cecilia, I can't do it now, but later, I'm gonna make you blue. Why can't I not do it right now? Okay, well, I'll figure it out later.
Hi, Sylvia.
That's
Hey, Mr.
Cecilia's channel, Design Conviction.
Yeah, Design Conviction. You guys have to check out her channel. It's super cool. I know you guys, she was just on here the other day. They made you watch the birds in school. I used to be told when I was a kid to sit and watch the grass grow. In school. The teacher was mean. I'd rather watch the birds. You should. Oh, thank you, Sylvia, too.
That would be a pretty cool thing, Mama. Just little nighttime stories of absolutely horrific true crime stories.
Yeah.
I know a lot of people will enjoy it, though, for sure.
Matt, would you still be into reading like an excerpt of one of your books?
Oh, sure. Let me,
Bye, Cowboy. Thanks for coming.
I'd have to put on my reading glasses, so.
Leatherhead. Oh, you have to take. Uh-oh.
Hang on just a second. No, I prepared
So
for this.
mysterious.
I have an alternate look for the read.
Oh, I can't wait for this one.
No, it's pretty simple.
My heart is beeping fast. I want to see.
Pretty simple, but it's one that I could wear my glasses with. It's kind of cheeky.
You always keep it mysterious. I love it. Hey, Hattie.
Right. Actually, I thought I would read from I'm the Last Face You'll Ever See.
Love that.
I kind of had it in March, so. Okay. Let me give this a
Thank
spin.
you.
Get on camera and still be able to.
Yeah, I remember, Mama, when I first started talking to you, and I was like, your voice put me to sleep. And you were like, is that good or bad?
Okay, this is chapter 1 from I'm the Last Face You'll Ever See.
Ooh.
Chapter 1. I kill. I kill to salvage love. When someone is about to stop loving you, it is the only way to save the love. They look into your eyes, and they are gone forever. Your face is the last thing they'll ever see, that they will remember you forever. I guess that is true love when someone loves you forever like that. I am a killer, but I am human. I crave love just like everyone else. We all get love the way we know how to get it, the way we were taught how to get it. I learned my way at a very young age. It's what I know. I'm the last face you'll ever see, so you will love me forever.
That was awesome.
Thanks.
Thank you, Matt.
It was just a little bit of it.
Hey, Mutt.
How's it going?
This is Matt. Matt, this is Mr. Cher's buddy, Mutt.
Hello, Matt.
Hello.
Being mysterious, Mutt.
It's mysterious.
He's mysterious.
Oh.
How you feeling, Mutt?
Much better. Still can't lift anything. I'm at like 90%, but I can walk around and ride the bike. So.
Oh, that's good.
Went on a ride today. I was dumb. Let's just say that. I was very dumb.
Okay.
But I'm okay. We won't talk about it.
Okay. Well, I'm glad you're okay.
This is as mysterious as I get.
Oh, there you go.
Oh, I like it.
I love it.
Looks like I've seen that one.
Yeah, I just got this one.
Nice.
Put on my glasses because I've been wearing them all day, so now I can't see. Because my eyes are used to my glasses. Holy crap! Can I do this?
I don't know.
So what's everybody up to?
Just sweating like crazy here.
I know that's one thing I really like. Once I started doing like costumes and wearing stuff like this, I really started to admire Lady Gaga even more. I was like, people don't know that it's
I feel quite warm.
very hot
And
sometimes
uncomfortable.
underneath what you're
Got
wearing.
She's got the jumpsuit on.
Yeah.
That's a good one.
I'm Chris Watts's mistress.
Okay.
And I'm wearing the color she should be wearing.
That knife was pointing up. That's not good.
Just sweating like crazy.
I'm too lazy. I'm not gonna get in a fursuit or something. It's too much work.
Oh, well, you're no fun.
I'd last for like 40 minutes before I'd fucking pass out or something from the heat. So I'm good. That's good enough.
Mm-hmm.
Were you listening for a little bit? Matt here, he's an erotic horror author.
I heard probably the last minute of what he was just reading.
Yeah.
It's pretty good. It creeped me out.
Oh, no, the cat. Here, I have another part for it. And it says, delete everything. Delete it all. I was going to go with Lori Vowell red lipstick. Yeah, Mr.Cher can't breathe.
Delete everything.
Oh, I was looking for questions, Haggis, and you can't even see, Ooh, got your studio ordered. You can't see me when I go off the camera to look at the chat. Yeah. Nicole Kessinger and Lori Vowell.
So
That
Prayer,
would be fun.
sorry. Prayer, you sent me the link or whatever yesterday. Or told me about it. I didn't see it until I turned on my old phone. Like, it didn't pop up on this phone. I'm not getting any notifications on the new phone for some reason. And everything's turned on, so I don't know what's going on, but I'm missing a whole lot of shit.
Oh. Well, that sucks.
So, I almost didn't make it here. I was like, oh, let's turn on the old phone and use it as an alarm clock. And it went crazy for like 30 minutes, and like, Prairie messaged you. I'm like, what? Oh, weird. Okay.
Matt, did you always want to be an author?
Yeah, I started writing when I was very young. I wrote a short story when I was third grade about a kid who visits a graveyard and sees his name on the tombstone. And my teacher she asked me if I copied it from TV or a movie. And so after that, I kind of thought, oh, well, I guess it was pretty good if she thought I copied it from something.
Right.
So that kind of inspired me. But I've always loved to write. Kind of funny because when I was young, I really didn't like, as far as classes go, I really didn't like reading very much. But I loved writing because I liked creating. So, yeah, I think it was always in my genes to be a writer.
There you go.
Mm.
Writing's such difficult art form because it's so many people are so picky about it. It's really hard to please a whole bunch of people with writing.
Mm-hmm.
It's crazy
Yeah,
how much
I
work it
couldn't do
takes.
it.
Oh my god.
Like, look at Tania, for example. She, if anything, the Ruziks should not have a problem with her or be bashing her in any way, because she writes like how they're saying the narrative is, but she's hated for it. So, like you said, yeah, you can't make. It's crazy. I would not want to be an author because, yeah, people would get so mad.
And plus all the rewriting and revising and going through everything, and if you miss something or and it's hard to get in the game too.
Oh yeah, I mean, definitely getting your foot in the door is the number one thing.
Right, finding a publisher or something.
Yeah, that was the hardest part, because I went years and years and years without having anything published. But
yeah, Matt was saying his stuff kept getting thrown out like 20 times before it was taken seriously.
Oh yeah. Yeah, many times. And then I finally got an email that said they liked it. And I couldn't believe it. And that changed everything once it got published. It was, now I have 7 books in it.
I realized it was like a very flooded market for people trying to get into it. So it was really hard to get somebody's attention. Most people just kind of read a couple sentences and go, I'm like, geez, that's harsh, man.
Yeah, you got to hook people fast, especially with the attention span we got nowadays.
Yeah, that's one thing I learned early is, and actually it was why I changed I'm the Last Face You'll Ever See. Years later, I went back and started rewriting it, and I thought it was such a fantastic book. And then when I went back to it later after I'd had other things published, I was like, oh my God, this beginning, like, what were you thinking? Like, why are you describing the floor in the apartment? It's like, you need to hook the readers in right at the beginning. I totally changed. We changed the whole book, but I definitely changed the beginning. Because if you don't hook them early, it's over.
Artists are their own worst critics, it's for sure. I don't think I've ever met anybody that does an art form that doesn't give themselves more shit than anybody else. That's really cool. It sounded really good too. I wish I would have heard the whole thing, but do you got any other ones offhand?
Oh, to read from?
Yeah.
Oh yeah. I have
Window Watcher.
Window Watcher? Okay.
Yeah.
Let me read the beginning of Window Watcher. Okay. Chapter 1. The Man in the Window. Sometimes I wonder why I'm not lonely. I spend most of my life staring at a screen, either my computer or TV. Someone looking from the outside might think it's a lonely life, but it's not. There's a reason alone and lonely are 2 different words. I love spending time with myself. Being in your own little world is an asset when you're a writer. My writing cave is where I shut off the rest of the world to create one of my own. Still, I know I should get out more, and as spring arrives and the sun tries to beam through my closed shades, at the very least I should let some of the outside world in. I take a few more sips of coffee, and then get up from my desk and PC and walk over to my bedroom window that looks out into the airwell. I'm on the 2nd floor in a 3-story apartment building, so this window doesn't get any direct sunlight during the winter. But in the spring, when the sun is higher in the sky, the sun beams down into the airwell around the 2 or 3 in the afternoon. I approach the shades a bit like a vampire, and decide to ease into it and just turn the slats a bit. Rays of sunshine beam through, creating stripes of sunlight and shade. I like the pattern it makes, and step closer to the shades, and peek through them into the outside world. I look up to the blue sky above and smile. I step back and pull my shades all the way up, and the sun beams down onto me and into my bedroom. It lights up my room. I never go out in the sun without my sunglasses on, so I squint from the sunlight hitting my face. I have to admit the sun does feel good. I don't like the cold, and I'm glad that season is officially over. Of course, in San Francisco, that usually just means leaving 50-degree temperatures behind and welcoming temperatures in the 60s. But it still feels good. As I look out, I see the window across from me where a married couple lives. I never see them, but I hear them and their 2 kids. And they usually speak English, but sometimes it's Spanish. To the left is a stairwell, and above that my kitchen window. Because it's narrow, I can't see the apartments to the right or left. I glance up at another apartment I can see, the only one. It is above the top floor. One of the shades is down, but one is up. And sideways I see a guy standing near the window. It looks like he's talking to someone. I've never seen him before. He must be a new tenant. There was a woman living there before. Because of the angle, I can see him from just the waist up, but he's very good looking. He has a white tank top on, and his biceps and chest look like he hits the gym quite a bit. He is probably in his 20s, several years younger than me, has black wavy hair. He looks like James Dean, or one of those movie stars from the 50s. I notice he has a cell phone to his ear in his left hand. I can't quite see it, but I can tell that's what he's doing. Just then he turns toward the window. I back away from my window and out of the sunlight, so he can't see me. I don't want him to think I was staring at him, even if I was. I was so busy looking into his world, I almost forgot with a turn and a look, he could look into mine. But for now, I saw him and he didn't see me, and I want to keep it that way. I'm not sure why. Let me skip a little bit of here. Start from the
Thanks, Matt. Oh,
yeah,
oh,
sure.
shit. Hey, thanks, Maxie. Thanks for the raid too, buddy.
I think that's good for now. That's
Thanks,
just a bit.
Mama.
It's pretty good. You can actually put yourself there. Like most times when you read and you're just starting out, they give a description for like, I don't know, 2 sentences and stuff like that, but you don't really see much of what's going on. Like you get kind of general picture. You can almost put yourself in the place there. That's pretty good. I like that. I had to take off the hood because with it on, for some reason, the bass in your voice takes over on your mic. So I couldn't really understand the first sentence or 2. So I was like, all right, I got to take that off. I hate glasses. Why are these
Thanks,
things?
Archie. And what, Angela, what are you trying to help with? What, hon? I didn't see. Trying to help with what? Oh. No, I didn't send it to Angela. I sent it to you, Mama. Okay, hold on.
I wonder.
Okay, I put it in the chat, so I'm sure. Oh, shit. That was too late, babe. Tell me before I post things. Oh, shit.
All will be fine.
confused me too. Okay. Anyone have more questions for Matt? Hey, Liliana. Hey, Angelina. Kellyanne says, thank you, Matt. That was amazing. I know, we got read from 2 books, not just 1.
Thank you.
Yeah, it's in the chat, Angelina.
I don't know how many Canadians are out there, but there's Matt's link on Amazon.ca.
Oh, thank you, ma'am. Angela.
Hello.
Hello.
Hey.
Hey, Angela.
Mm.
Hi, Angela.
Mm.
Well,
So I went to the deep web and I found out a whole bunch of information. Can you hear me?
Yep.
Yeah.
Hello.
Yeah, what'd you find out?
So I went to the deep web and I found out a whole bunch of information. Hello.
What'd you find out?
Yeah. Okay, so hello. I did find out that NK's dad is in the Freemasons.
Oh, bye, Mixie.
Okay, so hello.
And how'd you find that out?
I did find out that NK's dad is in the Freemasons.
We got like a major
Delayed echo.
Yeah.
Yeah.
If you got the YouTube side open and you're on the panel, close the YouTube.
Oh, bye, Mixie.
And I found out a few other things too.
What'd you find out?
Delayed echo.
Yeah, I'm delayed. I don't know what's going on.
Oh, for real, Archie? Okay. Matt, do you even know anything about the Watts case, or do you just try to be smart and not follow it whatsoever, just what me and Tanya say?
No, actually, I Googled it after she brought it up once, and so I know a little bit about it. I watched a special on TV about it, and I was kind of shocked by it because it was so. The thing about the kids is what got me. That's the part of it that was just like. It's like I could almost. This is gonna sound weird, but I can, like, understand him killing his wife.
I said that exact same thing, but then how can you do it to kids? Yeah.
Yeah, the kids part really is the part where it's like, okay, killing your wife is one thing, but killing your kids like that is like, that's where you really know, like, okay, it's just beyond just a little crazy. That's where it's like psycho nuts, like, and just the way he did it and stuff too, was just, and what he did with their bodies and all that, the whole thing was just so creepy. So yeah, I know a little bit about it because I watched that and just from listening to you.
Oh, it's Kellyanne leaving. Bye, Kellyanne. Yeah, or she's coming with me in my suitcase. Yeah,
Having a little coffee.
Yeah, so when you guys brought that up, and I read about it and stuff like that, all it made me do is want to kill the guy myself. So
I know, really, right? That's how I felt. Yeah.
I don't
Hi,
like
Mama.
people.
Hello, little lady. I think I'm very, very lagging.
Oh.
But it's nothing you're doing. It's the internet. It's terrible. Terrible. We have the hurricane winds here. It's awful.
That'll do it.
Yep.
We don't have hurricanes here, just earthquakes.
What, California?
Thank you for pushing me to the 1K, Mama.
Although we're also
Congratulations. Congrats.
Like, oh,
love you.
I love you. I didn't know Randy wasn't already there. I was like, are you not sucked? I don't know. I said, well, damn. Hit that red button, Randy.
Come on, Randy. What the fuck are you doing? Hit that red button. That's where it's at. You know it.
Yeah, he was on me. I guess he thought it was the same channel. Like, no, it ain't the same channel. Did Angela ever make it in here? I know she was.
She came back and then she disappeared again.
Yeah.
Oh man.
Oh, he's here now. Hey, I sent you the link to Pops. It's gonna be Mr.Cher's channel you're on first. I just know it.
Well, if he's around Monday night.
Yeah.
I'll be right back.
All right. I don't know if I'm
Matt,
ready.
have you got to meet any of your favorite authors? Obviously not Stephen King or Alfred Hitchcock, but they're not authors. Stephen King is, but have you got to meet anyone? Like Tania, I love Tania.
No, I've never been able to meet any of the other authors. I know almost all of them through Facebook now. But I've never been to one of those what do you call it, where all the authors get together and have those I forget what they're called. They're not having them now because of the virus and all that. But they have these conventions where all the authors and stuff get together, and I've always wanted to go to one of those just to meet other authors and stuff, but I've never done it yet. Maybe next year.
I have a flu. Hope it's not COVID. Oh, bye, Angelina. I hope it's not COVID either.
That'd be pretty shitty.
Hopefully it will all come to light. Yeah, well, I've talked with the cult, what they call themselves, the master or whatever, but anyways, they said, I specifically said, is Nicole Kessinger a part of your guys' religion? And they said, no, Nicole Kessinger and her father are not members here, which was weird because I only asked about Nicole, not her father, so it was weird that they put the father in, so.
And who was it you was talking to, Cher? Told you that?
The cult in Colorado, I can't remember the name of it now, but it's like tied to actually Scientology. Gaia cult or whatever it was.
Yeah, I did a whole video on that. That's some craziness.
Yeah, I had asked them if NK was involved there, and their exact words were NK and her father are not involved, which again was weird. I didn't ask about the father. And then they said that they had their lawyers working on it, which they claimed they had their lawyers working on against Armchair Detective at the time for saying that NK was in that cult. Yeah.
Well, I mean, I said that too because that's what Chris said. And the video I made about it, let me tell you what's weird. The video I made about it, the damn ad they put on the video was advertising memberships into Gaia. I was like, what? I'm sitting here in my video talking against it. But yeah, my ad is trying to get you to be a member of it.
So hold up. That armchair detective person is now part of some legal battle because they mentioned their name or accused him of being a part of a cult.
Yeah, they keep trying to like get him. He's been in some legal trouble all because of YouTube and these people. Yeah, but yeah, and nothing ever came of that lawsuit or whatever. I'm sure the I don't want to say the religion
Right.
leaders just said that. I guess I don't know. Yeah.
Wow. Goes to show you shouldn't accuse people of stuff right away without any solid evidence.
Matt, you should do one about like a cult, some crazy. Yeah, you should do one. You should write a book.
So what are they trying to get that douchebag on anyway? Like slander or something?
Yeah, slander, profiting off of cases. I don't even know. So many things. Just for being him, I guess at this point, I've lost track.
Yeah.
Basically profiting off of the case, I guess.
Oh, okay.
I don't know, Mama. What do you think? What are they trying to get him on? I don't even think they remember, to be honest, what they're even after him for anymore. I don't.
Okay, I don't even know I was messing with my dog. What's the question?
Like why they're after like Alan and the legal troubles that they're trying to put Alan in.
Oh, damn. I guess conspiracy theories. I don't really know. That's the only thing I mean, I've never heard him say nothing against, the victims. So the only thing I can figure is conspiracy theories. But they're everywhere.
Right.
They even have a show called Conspiracies, on TV. So I really don't know. That's the only thing I can figure out. Yeah, it's got to be something about conspiracies. That's all I know that he does. I mean, really.
Right. The only thing I could think of is it's illegal. You can get sued for slander and stuff like that if it goes too far.
Yeah, it could be that, but I mean, you can.
It's hard to do from like Americans doing that to people that are in England and shit, though.
Right.
Well, yeah, but you can still throw in your words. In my opinion, I think, I believe, and that saves you there.
Right.
Yeah, allegedly, in my opinion, all the above.
All that, and I'm pretty sure he does that. I don't really know. I don't really watch him.
I feel like Matt
Neither
could
do
put
I.
a real thick twist on the Watts book. You should do it.
Well, that's what I'm doing. If I can get Tania to edit it.
She will. She told me she will.
Yeah, I just got to be edited. So it's about a quarter way finished, halfway, something like that.
They're married, ain't they?
Yeah.
Oh,
Sounds very interesting. So you have encrypted messages. Oh, what happened to Batman? Pops wants to know.
Got too damn hot.
Yeah.
It's getting hot in here, so hot, so take.
Well, I have on my Karen suit, and it feels about like it does every day.
Karen suit. Hey, Mutt.
Yeah.
You know, it'd be a good celebration for 1K on my channel.
What's that?
If you rap WAP.
Oh my god. I'm not doing it tonight.
Okay.
I'd have to go set up the laptop and all that stuff, and I've been
funny.
studying, so nothing's set up. All my streaming stuff's down right now.
Can
Randy's
you breathe
going
now?
as my cowboy. Unjustified.
He's a cowboy?
Absolutely not. But he's going to go as my cowboy.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, he's got all the 9mm, everything.
Rosemary, no, it's pretty much a waste of time unless you're like a coder or something. You can't really find anything. I've spent a few hours on there and I've got nowhere.
Oh, whoa. If I were you guys, I wouldn't be messing with that. Because I did. I'm not even going to say what I was looking up because it's not good. Angela, girl, be careful. That's all I have to say.
Now to our sponsor,
I wish I could really
VPN.
figure out, Rosemary, what it really is. They're going after him so hard for. I mean, I don't get it.
I know. Must have done something that he shouldn't be doing.
I mean, I get they don't like him or whatever, or the conspiracies or whatever. I get that, but hell, trying to make big legal, I don't get it. I wish I
Right.
knew what they were going after him for. Really, and I might can understand it a little better, but I just can't wrap my head around it.
Yeah. From what I can see, most people don't like him anyway. So.
Well, I mean, he's got a really big following. I mean, I ain't no kidding there. He really does. But at the same time, that's his business. If they want to listen to him, if they want to,
It sounds like one of those channels that
he's Jerry
moto
Springer.
vloggers go to, where it's all wrecks and road raging because they like the drama. That's what it sounds like.
Yeah, well, I mean, he's like the Jerry
just gonna be
Springer
quiet.
of true crime. Really, that's what I think.
But don't know the guy, but he's doing something wrong if he's getting actual legal issues coming from his channel.
Yeah, I think it is happening too. So I don't know what he's doing behind the scenes. I know there was some shady stuff that he done recently, but that's not my business.
Yeah, that's his deal. So
Yeah, that's not my
He
business.
can never come back from that. I wish he did. I mean,
Yeah, I mean,
that was just not smart.
yeah, it ain't cool, but I mean, it ain't my business.
I mean, I wish it wasn't our business.
Yeah, if it ever became my business, then we'd have a problem. But
I could.
Oh, by the way, Cher, if you look up Frog Leap Studios and you type in WAP after that, there's a metal version of it.
Oh, what?
He did a cover of that song?
Yeah, it's so fucking good. I
That
was dying.
song's
I was like,
everywhere, babe.
how?
I found one that was WAP and it's weak ass penis, and that shit had me rolling.
I couldn't believe this guy doing it in metal and keeping a straight face during the whole thing. And he does a whole act with this stuffed animal cat or whatever, and it's funny as shit.
Okay, I have to look that up later.
Yeah, Frog Leap is awesome.
He's one of my favorite YouTubers. So
yeah, that dude's got some crazy skill.
I was like, man, now I want to do a metal version of it.
Cher, I should probably get going. I haven't had dinner yet, so I need to.
Oh my gosh, Matt. Okay, thanks so much for being here.
Sure. Yeah.
I'll talk to you soon. On Tanya's, I know Tanya's trying to get you over there again too.
Yeah.
Thank you for sharing some of your writing too.
Yeah,
Oh,
thanks
thank
for
you.
reading.
I appreciate it. Yeah. It was fun.
It was nice meeting you, man.
All right. Take care.
Bye, thank you.
All right. Thanks for having me.
good to meet you.
Nice meeting you, everybody. Take care. Bye-bye.
Later, man.
Don't eat what I ate though. Don't eat no frozen taquitos.
Ew.
Well, you cook them first, but they're cheap. Don't eat them cold.
Bye, Haiti.
That's all I got left is frozen food. I don't feel like cooking either, so fuck it.
I don't know how he can stay in that mask all that time. He never shows himself. Nicole Atkinson posted about him too. About who? Oh, AD? Yeah, come on. I'm not going to get into that tonight.
Yeah, I'm not even gonna comment.
I gotta, yeah.
I haven't commented on none of that with Nicole.
Nobody wants me to. I'll lose my channel just as quick as.
Well, yeah, what I can say about
Yeah.
80, so Mutt understands. You know how so many people dislike Snowcat?
Right.
It's the same thing. Snowcat hasn't really done anything. People just hate him.
It's just speculation, and I don't like the way he presents himself and shit.
That kind of thing, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. It's just odd if he's having legal problems. I don't know. I'm not gonna say shit against him. I don't know the
In
guy
the
at all.
true
So
crime world, though, Mutt, it's real stick what people do. They actually will call your work. I've had people call and try and take my animals from me. There's people who've had SWAT at their doorstep. There's people who have had their children taken from CPS, all because these people somehow, I mean, I actually just heard the other day they are actually copyright striking people on their channels just to get their personal information. I didn't know that they got like your name and address and IP address, like all that shit from copyright strikes. Like, I can't even explain it to you. It's insane.
that's going too far. That's
It
crazy.
really, well, that's why Mr.Cher gets so pissed off sometimes. Like, it really does cross a line. And the true crime people, everyone thinks they're a detective, right? They want to, and yeah, they go
I'm gonna
way
get
too
into
far.
your business. I'm gonna figure
Yeah,
out everything.
exactly. But they really like
Yeah.
get into like your real everyday live business. It's
One
insane.
thing that's flipping me on this is what is with all
gotta
the
use the restroom.
defense for the mistress? I mean, they're defending the mistress. I don't get that.
Well,
I
I know
really-
why they're doing that. And fuck it. I'll say it. We all know why, and I know exactly why. They're doing it because they tried it with the Watts. They actually tried to get in with Jamie Watts. Jamie Watts is a smart girl, and she wasn't going for it. They were all trying to get on Chris Watts. They all thought the same way I'm thinking. But now she's innocent, and she's innocent because they couldn't get the Watts. They wanted the Watts exactly where they have the Ruziks right now. Didn't work out on the other end. So now they kissed ass. They got the Ruziks there. Well, of course, since the Ruziks are there and they're saying it wasn't the murderous mistress, they're going to be kissing her ass too. Because who do they want NK to go to first? Them. Who do they think NK will go to first now?
I still can't wrap my head around how anybody can't see that NK knew more.
They all know it because they all thought it, including Chris.
Is I get these comments. There wasn't no proof. They couldn't prove. They didn't prove nothing on her. You know why they didn't prove? Because they damn didn't investigate her. I mean, you can't prove nothing on her if you're not investigating her. I mean, I did. You did. I mean, we all did. But you can't really throw it out there that there's no proof on her. There's no evidence against her. Well, I beg to differ.
Yeah. Most of the true. Yeah, I mean, that's facts. True housewives, yeah. Mm-hmm. No, Dave, I'm going to be quarantined for 2 weeks. And then it's going to be cold out for anything extra I say, so I'm just going to be hibernating.
Yeah, they may make me quarantine too.
I'm sorry, babe.
Oh, don't be. I just want you here.
So we're both going to be quarantined, apparently, for 2 weeks.
Yeah, well, maybe. I mean, that's just the boss kind of covering their ass, I think. They'll
Yeah.
probably still send me to work, just pretend that I never actually told them that you were coming.
Is it still snowing where you're at, Cher?
Yeah. Yeah.
Snow.
Yeah. I hate it much.
I would really like to see some, really. Randy hates it, but I love it.
Well,
No.
we had snow on Friday, and it stayed up until today. Now it's all melted off. Went for a ride today, so gonna go for a long ride tomorrow.
Nice.
So before it gets real bad, I suppose.
I don't think I'll be riding this year anymore.
No, not where you're at. You're done.
I think so. Angela, close your YouTube.
Snow on Friday, and it stayed up until today. Now it's all melted off. Went for a ride today, so. But at least the CBR, I cleaned out the tank. I found out why it was finally officially figured out why I was dying on throttle at 6,000 RPM. I had my vent lines were plugged. So now it's not building up pressure in the tank and causing a bad pressure system against my fuel pump. So now it's able to pump the fuel like it should. So I'm happy.
Oh, there you go.
Now it's time to put it up for sale. and maybe, I don't know, maybe the spring. I'm looking at getting an FC09 and a DRZ 400 as well.
There you go. I'm still looking to get a drum sander.
Mama,
Damn Sanders.
what do you know about Cato's new book? It's my channel. You can speak freely.
I say I want to see it if it's his real letters, what she wrote in it as far as what she had to say. I have no interest in whatsoever. But if it's his actual handwriting, I would like to see it. I think I'm going to say probably 60 to 70% of it's going to be lies, but the whole damn case is. So I think we can piece it together. But I'm not going to buy it. Somebody's going to send me the PDF. That's just the way it is. I'm not going to buy it. But yeah, I'm kind of interested in seeing the letters. I don't want to see her typed. Like what she types, he says, because she adds and takes away. I want to see the real. I wouldn't buy it. I don't recommend buying it. No.
No, I definitely don't recommend buying it.
But yeah, I'm kind of interested in seeing. I don't want to see her type.
Angela, you gotta turn off your thing. It's too much feedback.
Yep.
There she goes.
Well, yeah, I kicked her out of studio because all I can hear is it replaying. I can't.
Yeah, she's trying to do it from the YouTube side, and you can't. It's not rocket science.
Oh, is that what she's doing?
Mm-hmm. That's why That's why it always happens when people join, and there's that giant delay and echo. It's because they're trying to chat through the YouTube side, but they're on StreamYard. It's a whole different website.
You at least got to mute your YouTube side.
Yeah.
So that happens to me a lot when I join at first, but you catch it pretty quick and go, oh shit, yeah, YouTube.
Yeah.
But,
Sorry. Wait, sorry for what? Did I miss something? There's enough factual evidence, especially on NK, that she would have grilled hard. You guys, yeah.
Mm-hmm. Well, weren't they just waiting for like search warrants and stuff, and then Chris confessed, so then they just dropped it.
Yeah, yeah. I didn't see what Sylvia, you can come up here. Actually, I'm probably going to cut this off because I got to go make sure kiddos are in bed.
No.
Because I'm a fucking school teacher too now for not putting you. Stop laughing. I hate it. I have no business being a teacher.
They're not putting the kids in school?
Oh, well, they're only in school Mondays and Tuesdays, and then now on. That just changed this Tuesday again.
How do you work with that?
I don't. I don't right now.
Yeah.
I actually quit my job right when the virus hit.
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay. Oh shit.
I'm a little bit crazy.
I feel it. I'm going stir crazy myself, stuck inside and not doing anything.
I would have had to quit by now, even if I didn't.
That's why I'm buying a bunch of bikes, is because I have nothing else to fucking do. Just buying them, fixing them up, and getting rid of them.
Shit, that's.
Just do.
You like doing that?
Yeah, it's just where I'm at. There's not a lot of room or to do that anymore. Like I don't have a shop anymore, so I can't. I really have the space and take up the space, so I'm trying to do it like one or two at a time. So.
Mm-hmm.
So it keeps you busy though.
I was gonna say something to do.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
That's the most important thing. Otherwise, I'd have fucking slammed my head through the drywall 50 times by now.
They should be in school. Like, yeah.
With appropriate, at least appropriate as much as you can do, safety, masks and all that stuff, and try to distance. Most classrooms are pretty big. And you could have some parents that you have a wife that stays at home or a father that stays at home that can watch the kids and they can be at home school. But the ones that have like no choice, single parent type shit, they should be able to go into the school and study and have a good place to focus and stuff like that. There should be something in place. No way a single parent is going to have a good time during this at all.
Yeah, no doubt.
So, all right. Well,
hopefully it goes back to normal soon.
We'll see after the election, I guess. I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't see it changing for another probably like 8 months or so.
You know what? I've been actually reading that that it would be like mid 2021 or something like that.
All right. I'm hoping for a little earlier, but it's gotten way too old, and for most people, Social Security is going to drop out by like December. So you usually only can depend on that for a year before they cut you. At least during this.
Oh, shit.
It just depends. Like, okay, so it is BS if you're going to shove all the kids in the school at once and go back to like mostly normal. That's too far. I agree with that. That's crazy. But like for single parents, that's honestly going to be like half capacity for most people. You're going to have half the kids there. You can actually spread them out and social distance and do it like if you're going into a doctor's office or whatever, where they have to check temperatures and do all that stuff, which I know isn't a great thing because the virus doesn't show up even if you have it for like a week or two for most cases. So it'd be an interesting struggle, but there should be at least something.
Yeah, the online shit is a joke.
No, I can't even study. I can't get my shit done. I can't focus anytime there's a freaking test. I can't imagine how hard it'd be for a kid where you already have like terrible attention issues and I have to sit at a computer for that long and listen to a teacher. I don't think that's going to happen very well for most kids.
Hey, Tammy. Okay, also, most kids, Leather and Lace is the giggle like worse than NK. Most kids are in school like 8 hours a day or whatever, but they're only getting. My kids don't listen to me. I'm not the teacher. They don't like. I can't say it, and I know I'm not the only parent at home. But like when my kids are like, "No, I'm not doing this" or whatever.
Right.
Honestly, if my kids would sit there and like just nonstop sit there, they'd probably have 2 hours of work to do and get it done.
Right.
But the way the school is doing it is they post the things at certain times and the kids have to be like signed into it at certain times. I think it's dumb. Like my son's like, I wish I could do like, because he likes to go hunting with his grandpa and stuff. So he's like, I wish I could do like Friday's work today and get it over with.
Right, but they don't release that information till that day.
They won't, right, because they're trying to make it so you have to do shit every day. And then there's special, like, it's called an exit ticket, which pops up at a certain time every day they have to fill, and that's for their attendance every day. It's ridiculous. It's horrible. I hate it.
Yeah, it's not been good. I'm sure everybody's test scores and just general homework scores been dropping all over the place.
Dave, I've heard all her voices. Even the ones you'll never hear.
Oh, God.
Oh, my God.
I'm glad I can just take a drink then.
Yeah. Why you always gotta make fun of me?
I don't know if that's making fun of you or not, or just being like, "Ayo."
That could be bad.
Nah.
Oh, I can't remember what stream was I on. Everyone was saying I should do those stupid whisper videos. I was actually talking quiet and soft because I had a child sleeping a couple feet away from me, and I didn't want to wake that monster up.
So you inadvertently created a ASMR porn video for somebody.
Yes, I guess.
They're
Yeah.
like, "Oh man, that's
People were
hot.
commenting.
Somebody's whispering that's hot." I'm like, oh fuck.
I do not
People are
like
weird.
those videos.
Yeah, I don't understand the allure of that.
It drives me crazy. I've watched ones where people actually like try to legitimately do it because they're like, "This is really weird." So we're gonna try this today, and I couldn't watch their videos like 30 seconds. So I'm like, nope, I'm gonna throw up. Stop it.
The ones that made me sick are the eaten ones.
Right?
And,
Or
like,
you can hear the smacking and the saliva, and it's just like, ugh.
that is like the worst thing in the world to me. I fucking hate that shit.
That's why
Like
I
when I
hate
can hear
listening to
people chewing yogurt and shit, what are you doing?
right? It's like, man, if I really wanted to know what it was like to be inside your fucking wet ass nasty mouth, but I might like that. But no, I don't. So, it's like listening to somebody talk live and they fucking smack every time and like fucking.
I
It's like,
hate it.
ugh. I want to do an ASMR of my motorcycles. Put them all in the garage at once, and then fire them all up and hook up the exhaust, all the throttles to a string, and just pull that fucking string on a pulley and have them wide open throttle and just sit there.
That'd be chaos.
It's just fucking like the Hayabusa is open piped, the Bolt's open piped, and the CBR has a short can on it, so it'd be so deafening, and you'd get super high really quick with all that.
A lot of fumes, yeah.
All the exhaust. Oh man, that would make a fun video.
It would. I did an ASMR shaving, and a couple people told me that was cringy.
Oh,
so I don't know.
I bet if you could hear that fucking razor blade on those.
Oh, you could really hear it. Yeah, it's like.
I can feel it. I can feel it in my soul. Like I have to shave every freaking day, and if I wait 2 days, it's like a 1/4 inch long, and it's stupid. And I hate shaving so much, but I have to do it every morning. I'm like, ugh, I can feel it. It's so crunchy and.
Yeah, you get past that stage though, man. Just let go. Just let it fly.
Yeah, I'd never get laid again.
That's why I never get laid.
And you know, I think facial hair looks really good most of the time. So, but it's I don't know. I used to let it grow out and stuff like that, at least for 1.5 inches, 2 inches before I'd shave it. But then it'd just be like an electric razor, which isn't bad. But I fucking hate shaving off the fucking 1/4 inch nubs every time. It hurts. But whatever. Fuck it. I'll just look really old really fast. Shaving every day.
2020 sucks, mama.
2020 is the best year ever. I get to stay home. Just fucking, no sunshine type shit. Just be like, no.
Archie, I read part of your comment wrong. It made me giggle. Sylvia's not coming up here.
I think she said it's past her bedtime.
It's past her bedtime. Dave, you're bad tonight. Yeah, it was Mia's.
That's your night soothing voice is Mia, huh?
I didn't see her in the chat tonight.
No.
I don't think so.
She might be sleeping. I don't know.
She does have a soft voice, though.
Mia, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've heard her pissed off a few times, though.
I don't think I have.
No, you don't talk to her on the phone for like an hour here and there.
No.
We're guys. We don't talk to anybody on the phone for an hour. We stopped doing that at 16.
What?
Thank you.
talked to me for a long time.
Well, we'll be on the phone, but I'm not talking much.
It's hard for us. I don't know why. It's different. It's weird. Like, we like to be on the phone, especially if you're like a distance relationship or whatever. You don't get a lot of time together. That's all chill. But like, we don't have a lot to say most of the time. I don't know what it is. We're just like, yeah, I mean, I went to work. How are you? Let me know. Let's go.
Exactly. Yeah. Tell me about you, and I'll just bounce off of that.
Right.
Yep.
You control the
So
directive.
he's normal? You're trying to say he's normal, Mutt?
Oh yeah, he's so normal. Like, I see all sorts of guys humping Christmas trees in Batman suits.
Yeah.
Not quite normal, but that's a good thing. I think the most normal guys are pretty boring. So
Mutt and I are like, we were like separated at birth because I say that shit all the time. I say
He
normal
really
is
does
boring
say
all
that.
the time.
Oh, that's funny.
He does.
That's pretty funny.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, really, you're just gonna be with somebody who just like fucking goes to work, comes home, expects dinner, goes to bed, and it's like, yeah, whatever. You know, I'm watching the football game tonight. I'm having a couple beers. Good night. See
Sounds
ya.
like every ex I had.
Fuck that.
Including the girls.
Yeah, fuck that. That's just boring. Like,
Yes.
fucking run around the house naked randomly and scream and be like, what the fuck? Just keep shit
Yeah.
interesting.
Yeah.
Make your neighbors fear you, you know? I mean, don't stand in the window because you don't want to see all your you don't want to show them all your business. You got to give them a show. They got to pay for the whole thing. So, I mean, run around the house naked and be silly.
Did you hear that, babe? If the neighbors pay me, I can stand in front of windows naked.
Neighbors give you money. We're not going to have any neighbors. I'm going to have a bunch of bodies to dispose of.
See, there you go.
And I got the tools to make someone, you know, they'll fit in tiny little containers, so it'll be fine. But it's just going to take some work.
I got the chemistry background to make sure there's nothing left to find.
Right, I'll chop them up. You melt them down. We're good.
Melt them down, throw them in there, throw some lime over there, and man, the bones are gone. That's all good.
Yeah, since we don't have any tigers to feed them to.
Hey.
Pigs work just as well, and they're a lot cheaper to get.
No, the thing about tigers is they're so acidic they dissolve the bones and everything. The hair, the teeth, everything.
The pigs do too.
No, pigs won't digest hair or teeth.
Oh, I thought they okay. I thought they did, for some reason.
Apparently not. I don't know. But I'm just going off of what movie was that? Snatch?
Well, that already just makes me want to vomit.
Hey, Chica.
Not a fan of that word.
It's a good movie.
I'd probably give it a watch, but I'm not going to read the title.
You haven't seen it?
No. I don't. Okay. So let me let you understand. I never watched TV. I didn't really watch movies or do any of that until I met the guy I'm with now. So for like the past 3 years, I've been trying to catch up on all this shit. People give references to movies. I'm like, I don't know what the fuck you're talking about.
Damn. Yeah, that's a really good one. It's a really good movie.
I was a very busy person. I was either drawing, practicing cello, guitar, or fucking studying or building and doing projects. I never watched TV. I never liked it. But
that's
now
probably the better way to go.
I'm learning a whole bunch of shit now. That's all we do now is watch TV and like watch so many TV shows. Now we're down to anime, and I'm like, oh my fucking god.
I love anime. Go watch Cowboy Bebop.
Oh, I already seen the whole fucking series, and
I love it. It's my favorite.
So far, my favorite is One Piece.
I never knew you could think like a cartoon character was hot, but Cowboy Bebop is hot.
You know what I think is hot for an anime character? Inuyasha.
Don't know that one.
He's it's a early 2000s one with a lot of seasons, and it's he's a half demon, half human, so he has like dog ears and stuff. But there's this chick that he's with that's a human that pretty much controls him. It's funny as shit, and it's adorable because since he has like this dog demon thing about him, or wolf demon thing, she says sit, and then he like physically gets forced to the ground and sits, and he's all fucking pissed off and pouty and shit about it all the time. But it's cute and it's funny and it's very gory as well. So it's kind of a good mix of everything.
He has put you to sleep many nights, Mama?
I get so confused when I read that, and I keep seeing my name, but there's no periods in between.
Oh,
right?
Yeah.
I'm like, what did I do?
SpongeBob is hot, huh? His voice is like not cool.
SpongeBob is hot. Nah, Squidward is hot.
Squidward.
He's got tentacles, bro.
Oh God, there he goes.
I made myself. I'm sorry. I made myself cringe. It's between Squidward and Sandy Cheeks.
Sandy Cheeks.
Oh my God.
Ow, my face.
You guys are saying some bad things tonight in the chat. It's hilarious.
I'm with you, Mama.
Oh my God.
I know, right, Mutt?
No. SpongeBob is hot. I'm ready. Yeah, you are, boy. Fuck no, man. He's got a long nose, though. I don't know if he got a dick, but he got a long nose, so.
Well, and he's got holes everywhere, so.
He's got holes everywhere, man. He's like, damn, boy, you looking fine. You got that nice, perfect, symmetrical, fucking square ass. I love it, man. Oh, fuck yeah. You soft, too? Oh, man. Give that thing a little squeeze.
I'm gonna get a strike because of sexual SpongeBob talk.
Oh God.
Hey man, you don't even need paper towels or a towel or anything to wipe up afterwards. He just absorbs it all. He's always going, you know, I'm ready, and that's what you want to hear, you know. The only thing you got to get over is that. Yeah, he's porous. The only thing you got to get over is that laugh, though.
Yeah.
Could you imagine if somebody was really good at doing his laugh, like just doing that voice actor's laugh, at just you're having sex with him, like you're that person's partner or whoever, and you're just like, ah!
I'd be so gone. I'd leave.
Nope. I'd think nope. Man, I feel bad for people who are dating voice actors if they're just fucking with them and they're like got some fucking comedy bone in them and they're just like, all right, I'm gonna just do this fucked up character right now. I feel so bad. Good Lord. Could you imagine the Care Bear voice actors with their wives? Fuck, that would creep me out. No. Or Barney.
Barney?
Oh, God, I'm making myself want to vomit.
Put my dick in your mouth. Woohoo!
Oh, no.
My childhood.
Yeah. Yeah.
Fucking Teletubbies.
Oh my god.
XXX.
Now, Barney, you got a big wrench. Yes, you do.
Bob
Hey.
the Builder.
Bob. I love Bob the Builder. He can do it.
Yeah, he's got the fucking can-do attitude, that's for sure.
Lazy prick has all the machines doing all the work for him, though.
Yeah, I know, right? He's the foreman. He's just like watching everybody.
Yeah.
Oh no.
SpongeBob is a pervert.
So if Bob the Builder was in a porno, it would be of cuckolding, right?
Probably, yeah. He'd build the set. He'd build the bed for his wife to get plowed on.
SpongeBob is cool. Hey, is Pops blue? Is he blue?
Who?
Yep.
Okay. He lives in a bikini bottom with Mr. Krabs.
Yep, he's got the crabs. They got sandy cheeks, and they got,
Oh, SpongeBob or NK? Oh, that is... NK. Because, honestly, it's because I can't get that voicemail out of my head, and I have, like, seriously dreamt about it, and it's awful.
His voice is worse. I just read that. Sorry. His voice is worse.
Yeah.
You know what? Sorry.
Okay.
I was gonna say if SpongeBob is the sexy one, to whoever said that, I don't remember. No, fuck that, man. Doodle Bob. Doodle Bob's the bomb. He fucking crazy. He go animal on your ass. I'm gonna be Sorry. Okay, I'm done with that. I'm over it.
Who'd you rather? Oh goodness.
SpongeBob
Well, if I had a choice between SpongeBob or NK, I mean that's kind of a no-brainer.
SpongeBob, right?
Yes.
Okay. I like your answer.
I think we're all in agreement on there. I don't even know who NK is, but SpongeBob be looking kind of like a snack, though.
I mean, if you like a sponge,
Man, I've never tried, but I'm down for new experiences. And buck teeth, I mean, come on.
Angela, I said it's not rocket science. We told you to mute your YouTube. I mean, if you want to go on about it, go on about it. But I mean, whatever.
So, did you all notice?
It's like 20 minutes ago.
SpongeBob's a ginger, technically. Anybody ever think about that? He's got freckles, and he's got like buck teeth, and that's like the quintessential 1980s picture of a ginger kid with buck teeth and a bow tie.
He's a ginger.
And freckles, red cheeks. I'm not kidding you. SpongeBob's a freaking ginger, but I can see it. He's that little white boy in your class you used to pick on. Shit. I'm freaking out. Squidward's a band geek that thinks he's cool.
Mm-hmm.
Oh my god.
Oh, his nose is like a Twinkie.
What?
Yeah, someone said that SpongeBob's nose was like a Twinkie.
It's
I'm
cream-filled.
not following the obsession with SpongeBob, but
I don't know. It's funny to me.
I don't know. Fucking Mutt was it Mutt? No. He got us on SpongeBob. Cheeky chicken head.
I can't help myself. That's funny as shit.
Hey, Angela, we know you did a lot of research, girl. I know. We all have. I mean, trust. I know. I've done a lot of research on many
things just
cases.
froze up.
What happened?
Oh, Oh God.
Did Prairie freeze?
Or he's really good at the mannequin challenge.
You're fucking with me, right, dude? He's fucking with me. There's no fucking way. He's never had a bad internet connection. Yeah, he's fucking with me. Oh no, wait, but his letters aren't moving.
I think he's frozen for real.
Yeah, because his letters aren't moving. Unless he can do that in OBS and he's really dicking me. He's pulling a Viper on my ass.
He's really trying to fuck with you.
Nope. I guess not.
Now he's really fucking with you.
There's no fucking way. There's no fucking way he's getting me that good. There's no fucking way. He can't. And that's a Viper thing. Okay, that's where he'll come in as somebody else, and he'll just wait, and we'll be like, "Oh, what's up, man? Blah 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 blah. How's this? Blah blah blah." And then he'll be like, switches his picture to fucking, some weird ass shit and piss everybody off. And like, man, we thought you were somebody else, you fucking dick.
He'll come back. There'll be two of you.
Yeah, he does that a lot.
Prairie's having a mini stroke. Yeah. Well, we were talking about SpongeBob, so you had to turn it on. Yeah.
See, that's one thing I did watch. Like, I did watch cartoons because my mom ran a daycare, so I seen a bunch of the cartoons back in the day. But other than that, TV for me and movies is like people talk about shit. I'm like, I don't know what the fuck you talking about. Like Rocky. What? You've seen Rocky, right? I'm like, no, I haven't seen Rocky. Should I?
You haven't seen Rocky?
No.
Oh my God. Yes, please watch Rocky. Your husband would love that. Watch Rocky.
He had me watching Star Trek, which was interesting.
I love Star Trek. So I've always been obsessed with Worf. I don't know why, but I have the hots for Worf since I was a little girl.
Okay. Hold on.
The weird forehead, weird guy with the long black hair.
Oh, okay. Okay.
Like,
yeah.
I think Diana and him. Diana. Is that her name?
Was that the captain from the whatever? What series was that? No,
she's not the captain, but she's.
He showed me a couple different series. Okay, so when there was a female captain, he showed me the original, which was, the old one, and then some other one. Freaking hell! This is where I get really confused with this stuff. Is because I don't know what one most people reference, and they start bringing up character names, and I get really confused really fast.
People, there's a bunch, like everyone's saying, you have to watch Rocky. It's a classic. Who has not seen Rocky?
Well, I mean, I've seen clips of the movie, them running up the stairs and stuff.
Oh my God, everybody should see Rocky.
This is why I don't relate with people when I stay home. I don't know. Okay, yeah. Is it really that good?
Yeah, it's good.
Okay, I mean, I've only been watching TVs and movies for like the past 3 years, so I'm learning already a lot of stuff that I like. I like Phantasm.
You have to watch certain movies just for the sake of saying that you watched them, like Scarface.
Cult classics.
Yeah, Scarface.
Never seen it.
Oh, wait, you just hurt my heart.
I'm sorry, I don't know what to tell you.
Oh my gosh, Scarface and Rocky?
I haven't seen them.
Okay, Mutt, you have homework.
I've seen The Italian Job. Does that count?
No, not even a little.
Okay. Rocky Horror Picture Show, I seen a long time ago, and I watch it now and again. I really like that.
Yeah, I like that one too.
That one's considered a cult classic, if I remember correctly. We go to the local cheap theater where they actually play the movie and put on a whole show. Like they get people together and they act it out on a stage while it's playing on the screen. And we go and watch that sometimes. One of the times we went in our fursuits and it was hell, but it was a lot of fun. Brought toast and all that shit to throw. So it was fun. Okay, so Scarface. And I know Scarface is a gangster thing, like Italian gangster thing, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. And then Rocky, which I know is a fight movie. So, I mean, isn't there like 3 or 4 of them or some shit?
Yeah. Hey, Angela, I don't know how to do that yet, so I'm sorry.
Can I share screenshots or anything like that here?
As they said, Mutt, you're grounded until you watch Rocky and Scarface and then report back to the group. Yes, I like that.
I'm sorry, I'm a hands-on person and I didn't have TV. Poor motherfucker, I spent all my money on my cars.
That's almost like saying you've never seen Home Alone, just so you know.
I have seen Home Alone.
If you were gonna say that, I would somehow have to slap you through the computer. I would have to figure out a way.
I did see Home Alone when I was younger. I've also seen it when I was younger. That was just visiting my our family's, designated aunt who wasn't really related type of thing. So my mom didn't like us having TV and shit like that. If I watched TV, it was the news when I was 6 years old. I don't know what to tell you.
Yeah, I remember watching the news a lot too when I was little.
I'm pretty sure you could pretty much name any movie, and like 80% of the time I probably have not seen it.
Well, there's some big ones that I also haven't seen. Like I've never seen Titanic, which people are always. I've never seen The Notebook.
I think I've seen part of the Titanic. I have not seen The Notebook.
Like I've seen bits of The Notebook, but I've never I've never seen the whole movie. I've seen like maybe 10 minutes of the Titanic and 10 minutes of The Notebook, maybe not even that long. I've just never watched them.
You remember Gone with the Wind, right?
Oh yeah.
So I bought that movie, and it's still in VHS, and it's still in plastic.
Oh,
never seen it.
Shit like that. Keep that shit just like that.
I don't know if it'll be worth anything, but
what?
I still haven't seen it. Like I was like, all right, I'm gonna watch this someday. Apparently, it's pretty good, and blah blah blah. And brand spanking new VHS tape, never been opened. And I'm like, I still haven't watched it. I feel bad. So apparently, that one's really good too, but I still haven't seen it. Man, you guys making me feel bad that I haven't seen a bunch of movies. I think what I'm doing is I'm working my way up, right? I'm starting from the 50s and 60s, and I'm getting there. Okay, because I really like my Sanford and Sons, and I like my fucking just shit like that, Jeffersons, and I like stuff like that a lot. I'm like an old man.
Okay, Mama, your computer is not working, but I'm gonna get off of here.
I'm shutting it down.
Yeah, this is actually the longest time. I'm new to streaming anyway on my channel, but it's the longest I've done so far.
2 hours, 45 minutes? That's the longest you've done?
Yeah.
Wow.
I don't care for like super long streams really, but yeah, I don't know.
Wow. I'm
not like you guys, okay?
Yeah, we're used to 5 hour or better bullshit. Like back in the day, we used to do like 8-10 hour streams.
Damn, that is what y'all like fall asleep on it? I wouldn't even know. I just
The
have to
old,
sit there.
the older guys fall asleep, but us younger guys don't. But that's to be expected. You know, we get pretty wasted and do stupid stuff, and you end up crack of dawn, and the sun just comes up, and there's some idiot outside fucking, you know, blowing shit up and pissing off all the neighbors. So it got pretty fun, but.
Bye, Celia. Okay, thanks everyone. I love you guys. Thanks, Mutt, for coming on my channel.
Of course, of course. I'm glad that I opened up my phone and got my old phone and got the notification, because this one didn't give me a notification. I would have had no idea.
Oh, well, yeah, I'm glad you got it then.
I'm glad I was able to talk with you. Thank you so much for inviting me.
Yeah. All right, everyone in chat, thanks for showing up. And I think we got something going on tomorrow. I can't remember on Tanya's. I don't know, whatever. Mia's probably live right now, so I would check her out. But